At the end of last year, the management of our plant decided to improve the processes in production to optimize the operation of equipment. We are engaged in the production of pharmaceuticals in Yekaterinburg and have been on the pharmaceuticals market for more than 20 years. At the general meeting on the development of production, the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory proposed to update the analytical and laboratory equipment. Using analytical equipment, monitor the moisture level, melting time, transparency, dissolution, hardness parameters, thickness, viscosity. Many analytical operations to determine the quality of raw materials, finished products, we conducted on technically obsolete laboratory equipment, which often did not provide indicators of verification. I have been working at the plant for 10 years as a leading production technologist. I was tasked by management to find and buy a Benchtop liquid mixer, which is used to mix solutions and liquids. I began my search, having clarified the necessary parameters with the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory. He suggested choosing a modern magnetic mixer with a capacity of 3 liters. The engineer advised me to first contact the manufacturers of the equipment. They provide warranty service, drawings and operating instructions. I took his advice. I chose one company on the internet, which produces pharmaceutical equipment in Italy. I visited their website and wrote an email, in which I indicated the desired parameters and the capabilities of a Benchtop mixer for liquids. I didn't specify a particular device. I wanted to see what they could offer me. A week later I got the answer that they didn't have a mixer, that they could design and manufacture one if they wanted it by the end of the year. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had sent a request to the engineering department and that she would get back to me when she had an answer. This seems strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Not a business-like approach to the customer. After a series of failures, I gave up on finding a mixer on my own. Then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met with a specialist who was engaged in selection and supply of laboratory equipment for the production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really specializes in the supply of equipment for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this I found his website and thoroughly studied the information on it. He suggested an appliance option that is popular with customers and has been proven in production. I agreed to consider it. The manager emailed me the data sheet and instructions for the equipment. He also offered to perform a turnkey delivery. I liked the proposed version of the equipment, and I agreed it with the management. A week later we signed a contract for the delivery of a table mixer of liquids. A month after signing the contract the manager called me and told me that the machine was ready, and in a week it would be delivered. The machine was delivered according to the contract in 30 days. The mixer was of 8 liters capacity, as I wanted. The mixing process is automated. It is possible to set the necessary speed of mixing. It came with 2 stirrers, one small and one large, for different vessels and liquids. The lab engineer, and myself included, were pleased with the table mixer option offered. I realized that I had made the right choice of a professional to supply the equipment. Real professionals pay attention to detail, and I was lucky to find such a person when selecting the equipment.